morning all students. My name is Smita Milind Pote. Today we are going to start with Science and Technology 10th Standard Part 2. Here we are going to begin third lesson, that is Life Processes in Living Organism Part 2. All of you have learned till now different life processes like digestion, respiration, circulation. Even last previous chapter you have learned respiration in details. Then you have learned cell division, that is mitosis, meiosis. Okay. So, I hope all of you are clear with all these processes. Now, this chapter we are going to begin, or we are going to learn the process, that is reproduction. Okay. Now, first question, what is reproduction? One living organism reproduced another living organisms, obviously same species, is called as reproduction process. So, here students, all of you have seen there is variety of living organisms in the nature. So, obviously there are different types of reproduction to produce different types of organisms. So, here in this chapter we are going to learn different types of reproduction also. So, before going to reproduction is divided into two main parts, that is asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Okay. First let us begin with what is asexual reproduction. Now, asexual reproduction is nothing but the reproduction process in which no involvement of gametes. Now, you have already learned, or it is already introduced to you, what are gametes means. At puberty, reproductive organs undergo meiosis process, and from diploid cells, haploid cells are produced. Okay, those are gametes. So, here in this asexual reproduction process, gametes are not introduced or they are not involved. Okay. Now, regarding gametes, we are going to learn more in details in sexual reproduction. Fine. Then next, asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction happens in both multicellular animals, multicellular organisms as well as unicellular organisms. Okay. So, first we are going to see asexual reproduction in unicellular organism. Unicellular means single cell, as you know, right. Now, unicellular means kingdom comes like protista, eukaryotes, prokaryotes. Okay. Now, asexual reproduction is divided into three main types, that is binary fission, then multiple fission, and budding. Okay, let us learn one by one. The first one is binary fission. Now, the word itself indicates binary. Bi means two and fission means breaking. It means the one living organism breaks or reproduce two living organisms at a time. Okay. So, here but here again, where the fission or breaking takes place, according to that, again binary fission is divided into different types. Those types are simple binary fission, then transverse binary fission, and longitudinal binary fission. Learn one by one. Now, simple binary fission. This occurs in protists like amoeba. Example is amoeba. All of you know amoeba structure, right? Amoeba is a shapeless, or we can say it can take its or it can change its shape. So, I am showing one cell, I am not showing all the organelles, I will show only one nucleus, right. So, how does fusion takes place? Okay, during the fusion process, the cell become elongated, okay. Even the nucleus become elongated, okay. Then there will be a notch, okay. The fusion is not equal, okay, because the cell is having shape is not particular shape, right. So, here we can see here, even you will see the notch or the division between the nucleus also, okay. After that you will see here the two cells are formed. The nucleus separate from each other into two different cells and two amoebas are formed, right. So, this is called as simple binary fusion. I hope all of you understood, right. Now, let us move to transverse binary fusion. Now, example is paramecium. Now, here you can observe the textbook page number 23, you can observe the diagram about the paramecium. Now, see the cell, okay. During the fusion process, what will happen initially, that all the organelles which are present inside the cell, they start elongates. Again, there is a notch. Now, here you will see the notch is present transverse, means horizontally, okay. So, here horizontally, and after that you will see two cells are formed. Obviously, when two cells are formed, all the organelles inside the cells divided into two parts. So, the two cells obviously will have the same organelles, okay. So, this is transversal process or transversal process of reproduction happens in paramecium. Next process is longitudinal. Now, longitudinal itself tells us that the fusion is in a straight line, or we can say in a horizontal section. Let us take example of Euglena. Again, observe the diagram, okay. So, this is Euglena, a cell of Euglena. You can see here the internal organelles which are present inside it, they start dividing itself into two parts, okay. Even the cells, now here having all the organelles, the cell is having the organelles which are divided into two parts, they are elongated and divided into two parts. Then here you will see that there will be a longitudinal section happening from the center, or we can say here in the vertical section, okay. And the last one here, two cells, from one cell two cells are formed when there is a fusion in the vertical section. So, here I hope all of you understood what is means by a binary fusion, how it is divided into two parts according to where does the fusion takes place, okay. So, now let us learn about what is multiple fusion. The word multiple itself tells us that from one living organism, multiple or many organisms are produced at a time. Same example that is kingdom protist, example is amoeba. So, here amoeba, as I told you, as you know, amoeba is having a different shapes, or it can change its shape, right. So, here amoeba is having a nucleus in the center, okay. Then next, now this fusion or this reproduction takes place in a certain condition, that is unfavorable condition. Now, what does mean by unfavorable condition? It is nothing but lack of food, water and etc. So, during this process what happens exactly? As you know, amoeba is having pseudopodia. With the help of this pseudopodia, amoeba shows movement, right. But here during this process in unfavorable condition, what happens? Pseudopodia stop its movement. Due to this, the movement of amoeba stops. Now, here as the movement of amoeba is stopped, a protective cover covering is developed around the nuclear membrane. So here amoeba cell nuclear membrane is here, nucleus is inside, okay, and this is a protective layer we can see here, okay. Now what happened after that? This protective layer is there and inside one nucleus is there, but during this process, and this is called as cyst. Now what happened exactly in this process? In the cyst, what happened? The nucleus undergo multiple division, okay. It means from one nucleus, okay, mini nuclei are formed, and at a particular time this nucleus, this cell burst. As the cell bursts, many nuclei comes out and each nuclei develop into new amoeba. It means number of amoeba are formed during the multiple fission process, right. The next part we are going to learn is budding process. Okay, now here budding, this happens in yeast. Okay, we are learning here unicellular organisms, right. So one example of budding I am taking as a yeast. Okay, now again observe this diagram. You can see one cell is there of yeast, right. Now here this our first cell, which is called as, also called as parent cell. So here we can call it as parent yeast cell. Now what's happened during the fission state or this fission process? Here the cell becomes elongate. There is a bulge form on the cell which looks like as a bud. Okay. Even the nuclear membrane inside the parent cell enters into the bud. Now that bud again develops and after some particular time it detaches from the parent cell. Okay. From this you can see that the new bud develop into new yeast cell. So this is nothing but called as a budding process. So till now we have done asexual reproduction process in unicellular organisms by 3 steps, that is binary fission, multiple fission, budding. Again binary fission, according to where does the fission takes place, divided into three parts: simple binary fission, transverse binary fission and longitudinal binary fission. Okay. Then next we are going to start with reproduction, that is asexual reproduction in multicellular organism. Now this asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms again divided into 5 parts. Obviously these are divided according to how the reproduction takes place. So it is divided into 5 parts. I will just first write down 5 parts, then to explain one by one. The first one is fragmentation. Then regeneration, next is again budding, but here obviously multicellular organisms will come. Then next one here vegetative reproduction, and the last process of asexual in multicellular organism is, here I will write okay. So let us learn again one by one. So first one is fragmentation. Now fragmentation or asexual reproduction by fragmentation happens. Example is Spirogyra. Now, what does happen in exactly here, that one cell, let us take one example of Spirogyra cell, in certain condition or we can say in favorable condition, the cell gives out or gives out different fragments, okay, and each fragment developed into new organisms, okay, that process is called as fragmentation. Even another example of fragmentation is sponge, or in that sponge cycon. Now, what does happens in exactly in Spirogyra, in good condition or we can say favorable condition, there is a rapid growth in the Spirogyra cell. Then Spirogyra cell, then here after this growth, this Spirogyra gives out different fragments and each fragments developed into new Spirogyra. Same thing happened, but here what happened in sponge, that example is cycon. If accidentally also the cycons gives out some fragment or some parts, right. So, these parts also developed into new sponge or we can say new cycons. So, this process called as fragmentation. Now, let us move to the regeneration process. Now, students, all of you have already learned or you know about what is regeneration. For example, you know lizard, right. So, if sometimes in adverse condition, if a lizard discards its tail, part of tail, what will happen, or tail, the new tail will reappear. So, that process is called as regeneration process. So, but obviously students, one thing you should always keep in mind, that all parts cannot be regenerated. In 9th standard you have learned about totipotency. Totipotency means the characteristics of cells, which specific cells are having those characteristics which only can regenerate. For example, here lizard tail. So, only tail can be regenerated, not any other part, fine. So, next, that is this process is called as regeneration. Another example is nothing but planaria. Okay. Now, you can able to see the diagram of this planaria. So, what happens in planaria? Planaria, in certain condition, it gives out, it makes two parts of his body and each part again developed into new organism or entire body is regenerated. So, this process is called as regeneration process. Now, next process is budding. As you have learned in a unicellular organism, here also on the organism there is a bud is reappeared on the cell. So, let us see the diagram of multicellular organism, that is here example is hydra. So, what happens in favorable condition, on the body of the hydra you can see here the outgrowth is developed. This outgrowth develop itself, okay, and it looks as a bud. All the internal organelles and the food obviously provided with the help of parent hydra to the bud, and another after the proper growth a new hydra is properly developed on the parent cell. This hydra which is attached to, or daughter hydra which is attached to the parent cell is called as nascent hydra. After a particular time or proper development, this nascent hydra is detached from the parent cell and that hydra will develop as a or will grow as a individual hydra. Okay. So, this process is called as budding. Next process is vegetative reproduction. From the word itself, vegetative, it means the reproduction of multicellular organisms with help of some vegetative parts. All of you are aware with some few parts like roots, leaves, then stem. So, let us learn one by one with a specific example. For example, the first one is bryophyllum, or in Marathi it is called as Brahma Kamal. So, you must have observed the leaves, right. In the margin, on the margin of the leaf there is one notch and a small bud is present. Okay. Due to this bud, right, or the regeneration or reproduction of this bryophyllum can be happen with the help of that leaf. Okay. Same example, same thing I will take one more example like sugarcane, right. Now, how does the reproduction of sugarcane, or how we can plant different plants of sugarcane is nothing but on the stem of the sugarcane, that is on the nodes, right. Again there are buds are present. So, that part if we take, we can regenerate or we can reproduce the another sugarcane plant. Okay. Then you all of you are aware about the potatoes, there are eyes on the potatoes. So, that part if you plant it, so obviously you will get a new plant of potatoes. Then another example is sweet potato, that is these are the roots. So, that roots if you use it as a if you use it, so then new plants of sweet potatoes are produced. So, these are few examples of vegetative reproduction. Last part of last type of asexual reproduction in multicellular organism is spore formation. Now, this happens in fungus. Fungus you must have observed on the piece of chapatis 2 to 3 days back chapatis, or if left out chapatis and bread pieces there, you must have observed there are white color filamentous body like fungus, it is called as fungus. Now, how does the reproduction takes place? Now observe the diagram. So, here the fungus is having a filamentous body and it has a sporangium. So, here if I draw one diagram, you will understand more better, right. So, here sporangium is present. Okay. So, this is your sporangium. Inside the sporangium there are mini spores are present. Okay. So, what does happen here after the proper growth, this sporangium breaks or burst and all the spores will comes out and settle down on the food particle. Each spore will generate into or develop into new fungus, or we can say here there is a colony of fungi will be present on the bread or chapati, whatever, right. So, these are nothing but a different types of asexual reproduction happens in multicellular organisms. Okay. So, now students, I will give you some assignments for this entire thing what we have done today. So, just write down the few questions. The first one is what is reproduction? Then next, flow chart of reproduction of asexual reproduction process by unicellular organism. Flow chart means you will write down like this. This is a flow chart. From asexual cellular organisms, you will draw this binary fission, multicellular, multiple fission, budding, even binary fission, how it is divided this. Okay. So, you will write down this flow chart. Second, next question, again draw a flow chart with asexual reproduction in multicellular organism. Asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms. Again this flow chart you have to draw. How it is divided into 5 types of reproduction. So, these 5 types you have to draw it. Next question. Now, here you will explain what is binary fission with proper examples given in the textbook. Write down then next what is asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms with different types and examples. The next part we will see in another slide.